This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show.
No,
That's an old joke about old anime.
I can't believe it. We watched evolution happen in drawing animation stuff, but apparently it only affects their eyes. Everybody, my name's Mayhem.
I'm Jinsu.
I'm Duke. I don't know where that went, but
Yeah,
I was told about older animes and their eyes were like smaller, but now they're bigger.
it depends on the show.
It very much depends on the show. Yes.
Okay, well,
And
no,
genre.
actually, honestly, eye size fluctuated throughout the years.
You know what also
Uh,
fluctuates? My tolerance.
Honestly, I thought that was gonna go the other direction, but anyway.
What are we doing today, Duke?
Okay, we're talking about an older anime.
Older.
So, this is the start of a series. It's gonna have plenty of seasons, obviously.
Okay.
I'll say you're gonna have fun because like the animation studio they've done some other stuff that you've seen before. One of the things they did, funny enough, I only found this out like today. One thing they did was Ghost Stories.
God damn it.
Like it's the animation studio for
It's-
Ghost Stories.
It's the original
So-
people.
Yeah, no,
Which
you might even
does
know-
look good. It
Oh
does
yeah,
look good.
no, it looks very good. They're very good with Sakuga animation, I believe. Is Sakuga animation. Very good with that. In fact, this is one of the shows that is like their peak of Sakuga animation.
And what is it, Duke?
Oh, it's a studio called Studio Pierrot.
That's not what I asked.
You ever heard an anime from Studio Pierrot? They also did Bleach.
Perot. I've heard of Perot, but I've only seen their stuff for Bleach.
Oh well, they had another like massive anime
God
that
damn it,
was
it's the
popular in middle school.
No.
Attack on Titan.
More
No.
popular. More popular.
Then Attack
In
on
fact,
Titan?
you could say it was one of the big three.
No.
Oh, right, Sakuga animation. Yeah.
You want to tell us what we're watching today? Both of you guys at the same time?
You're gonna learn all the jokes we've been making.
Say it, Jinsu. Crouton.
Crouton. You guys know those the little swirly things that they put on in ramen?
Yeah, what do they call Jinsu? What do they call Jinsu?
Rice cakes. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. They're called Naruto's.
Yeah!
We're watching Naruto.
No!
It'll basically...
Get me out of here!
Yeah, you find... Okay, so, for context of where Mayhem is when it comes to different shows, he has watched 500 episodes of One Piece.
Literally the halfway point.
He's at the halfway point. When it comes to Bleach, he's watched all the way up to the end of Arrancar. So he's near the end of Bleach. Which means finally it is time for him to start the adventure that most people started on. One of the most popular anime in the world.
You're gonna watch a story about wizards.
Wizards?
Except
Except Japanese ninjas.
that wouldn't make sense. So the ninjas.
How about
Wait, yeah, no, I think that was actually you mentioned that because that was the original idea, right? Yeah, the
Yeah.
original idea of Naruto was that they would be wizards.
And here's my problem for anybody who's like, why is he freaking out about it? It's because I was always just seeing the people talk about it, Naruto, and being weird, and I'm just like, that's pretty weird. I'm gonna go watch Dragon Ball Z.
So my original
So he let the fan base
Judge the
the
show. And so it's
which is
unfortunate.
something you never do.
Something you never should do, but when you're a middle schooler, high schooler, it kind of comes with the shallowness comes with the age.
So I'm gonna say right now, when it comes to Naruto, I was gonna have us watch like the first 19 episodes because that is what's called the Land of Waves episodes.
Okay.
A saga or arc, whatever. Instead, I feel we're actually going to watch essentially as much episodes as we did when we started One Piece.
Oh God,
Yeah, remember how it was like those first 60?
yeah.
Yeah, that's not too much for us, honestly. Often we kind of breeze through episodes, but the reason I do this is because Land of Waves has plenty of great stuff. These first two arcs essentially get to show you a good picture of a lot of very important characters.
Okay,
So that is why I will basically have the first two arcs of Naruto.
and that's why if we did it, so you're saying like if we did only the first one, it wouldn't be a proper way to understand.
The best way to put it, it'd be good to show off the first three characters,
Yeah.
or first four technically.
Yeah.
You know, the main three and then their teacher. and like that'd be it. If we watch up to like episode like 50, 60 something,
Yeah.
then we're getting all them and then most of the supporting cast for like the rest of the series.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because One Piece usually introduces characters way later, and it meshes in very very fluid.
Yeah.
Of like you get this whole like all these characters showing up, and it's like, okay, I understand. This is pretty easy to take on. Naruto has all these characters available like right then and there, and it's just basically you come in and it's like, okay, you're slowly learning about these characters as they're growing. It's really interesting.
All right. Well, wish me
You
luck.
ready?
Wish me luck and wish Duke luck, because if I'm in the middle of watching it and I don't like it, Duke dies.
In reference for Jinzu, it is Land of Waves and the Chunin exam.
I heard you.
Yes. No, I just didn't mention this what the name of the second part was.
So if Duke isn't here in the part 2 when we get back, just know that
You'll know why.
we killed him.
Bye!
Believe it! Believe it! Believe it! So believe it! Then believe it!
Shut the fuck up.
You ever heard of gaslighting before?
Yes.
No matter how much the silence is, it's going to get cut out because I truncated. And we're back! Hello, everybody! We just watched Naruto.
You wheeze back.
We totally just watched it. Don't you remember watching it, Jinsu? We just saw it right now. We just saw it. We watched it. Naruto. Do you
Well,
remember?
Jinsu's very familiar with having watched it when he was younger.
It's been 7 years.
It's been 7 years since you watched it?
More like 9.
And here I am.
Jesus, man.
And here I am, finally seeing it for the first time.
No, you know the funny thing for me? I, of course, know the entire story of Naruto, but for me, like, sit down and watch through, it was beginning of original Naruto, as well as beginning of Shippuden.
Of shipping them?
Yes. So anyway, Sasuke and Naruto kiss like a lot, and it's great. And
Great!
It's so funny.
We have different opinions. Yeah, so talking a bit of a non-spoiler about Naruto, because there are people out there who haven't seen Naruto. That's pretty good.
use other language.
I told.
I'm
Don't
staring-
use. Don't say
staring
good.
daggers at
Don't
my
say
head.
good. It was. I definitely understand why this is the most favored out of the big three, because it's very much has the appeal to younger audiences more than Bleach, and it doesn't have the ungodly amount of length that One Piece has.
Quote unquote.
So it's just like this one just fits, like it's right in the middle. It has a bunch of characters that are like especially in this beginning area of the first season that we just watched, which was how many episodes?
We saw 63, I think.
About 60 episodes. The first 60 episodes.
About 60 episodes. Yeah, no, so just
It
considering-
very much was this is the beginning that gets people into the show. This is the hook. This is the thing. You dropping shit.
Why is that there?
You dropped it.
I don't know. Why'd you put it there?
Why did you?
But
Future editor.
great, it's getting cut out now. It's definitely
Quickest way to get it cut, just say his name.
shut up.
I mean, I was gonna do that, but I didn't want to do that.
I thought you were.
Please
I was,
don't
but
do
I
that.
chose against it.
Because all it takes is me falling asleep while editing one time.
Then don't.
Ma'am, here's your IP address.
That's why I
Don't do that because it's actually not my IP address. It's our IP address.
Well.
So anyway, I'm still gonna stay.
Where
You
the
give
had
me
no
more
IP
reason.
address. You could have had no IP address. You know that? You realize? I mean, you wouldn't, but you could have.
Here's the thing. I don't believe in that.
That's fine. Anyways,
But Naruto, this is the hook. This is what is supposed to start us off and get us into the show, and like get us to the rest of the show. And there's a lot of things that I saw get set up and reveals that I see later on, and that like I've seen clips of because this is like one of the biggest shows ever, and like seeing the beginnings of certain things, the beginnings of the nine-tailed fox and all that kind of stuff. What its whole deal is. This was very much I know what's happening, but I don't know how it happens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was definitely a different experience because this time we watched it a bit separately. Like we didn't watch it in the living room. So this was very much just me watching it. And oh my god, I gotta say,
this show is so slow and drawn out in the beginning.
It is.
That's usually what happens with anime.
Well, there's I think it's changed over time to nowadays. There's a lot of like newer anime that like they jump up from the start and get going.
No, they
And
tell
so it's pretty
they
good.
tell the middle of the story and then go back.
Well, there's some anime that do that. Yeah, no that you get to see Jujutsu Kaisen kind of does that of like season 1 is all like the current stuff, and then it goes back for like 5 episodes in season 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it does that. But when it comes to Naruto, the biggest problem is just how slow. I had to watch it at like 2 times speed.
I thankfully didn't have to go do it that much. I watched it by 1.25, but
Even then, I skipped a lot. I'll be honest.
and because then people actually talk at like a normal speed, because otherwise they're talking very normal, slow in order to keep the syncing
Orochimaru.
in order to keep the sync up and proper with the mouth movements.
Because they couldn't edit the episode.
Because they couldn't edit it. So everybody was just talking so slow that it's just like, I thought you guys were ninjas and we're trying to like, and you guys have to communicate fast on things, and the whole thing about is speed and all that kind of stuff. Yet here you are talking this slowly.
I was gonna say that's always funny about like early Naruto, the way that it gets so slow, because there's some moments when it's so slow that you're just sitting there like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. There's the character Ten is her name, where her entire thing is the weapons that she has.
Random bullshit, go!
Yeah, that's kind of what her ability is. But no, the thing that everybody makes the joke about is the fact that in her fight, her one fucking fight,
She fights
What is
the
she
one counter.
yeah, her one fight, what does she do? She starts running off of like, I've got a plan, and she starts running. And it's the slowest run you've
Alright.
ever seen. It is like 30 seconds of running. And she's just running around the girl before the girl just goes, okay, bye, gone.
Fan
And
to the
she
wind.
loses her fight.
But like that's the thing too, is that like with the slowness and like this the wrong character matchups, that kind of stuff. On the flip side, we have probably some of the best character introductions and fights in the early stages of a show that I've ever seen.
I realize what my problem is by you saying that now.
What?
It's the reason why that fight is so bad for doing that.
Yeah. Both of them are
Naruto female characters just kind of suck. Like, of all the female characters we saw in this part of the show alone, there's like 2 that are good.
We talked about this, right?
No,
Was that different?
That's a different thing, but
Yeah.
But
I was gonna
this
say,
is
the
Naruto.
fir-
This
I was
is
gonna
the-
say, this
No,
is
no, no. We talked about this in a different time, but I said that none of the female characters in Naruto are good.
yeah,
All the
Not
characters
at all.
revolve around their male love interest,
and that's it.
and that's it.
Like,
the,
yeah,
the-
like-
the only character who doesn't do that is Tamari, and that's because Tamari and Shikamaru are like the only real couple of the story.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. One of the only good female characters at this point was Tamari, because of the fact that obviously there was that whole thing where, like, you got to see her strength, you got to see her character, but her 2 fights she has, the one with Shikamaru was the better one done. Of like that one was so fun, getting to see her actually struggle, but.
Instead of bulldozing the
Yeah.
opposition.
Which comes to my other problem of that was when we get to see Ten was used as the example of how strong these characters are. But when your opponent is weak, it doesn't show that they're strong. It shows that they're just willing to beat up a weak person.
Yeah, that they have no restraint to
It's like
pounding someone into the ground.
it's one thing to show like somebody fighting a wolf, and it's like, holy shit, that is the craziest thing ever. Look how strong he is. Versus having them kick a puppy, and it'd be like, oh, I guess they kicked a puppy, okay.
Fight a wolf with no legs.
And then afterwards say, like, look how strong he is. Look how strong he is. He kicked a puppy. Who cares? I think the only thing that that matters there is he kicked a puppy. Kind of a dick move.
that means that you're an asshole.
But that's how it felt with Ten. Of she's just so weak, but it seems such like an interesting aspect of her that she's good with any weapon she gets a hold of.
But we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Jinsu, do you have anything to say in non-spoiler before we talk about the story of Naruto?
What did you think 9 years ago?
I'm trying to get back to that. Hold on.
What do you think of Naruto pre-weed?
It was very tense. Things felt like they had stakes. I didn't think characters would survive, especially after this.
Yeah.
So like, there's more like heavier shit to come.
Ooh.
And
Yes.
so like, this is a good like setup for where the characters are, and like,
Where they're gonna go.
yeah, and it'll be exciting to see like who they go up against.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's basic for me. I feel that same way of like just normal story wise. I would say Naruto has one of the best of the big three. Of like that's the strongest element of it. It's continual story and connections to itself. Versus like One Piece, where the number one thing is world building, and Bleach, where the number one thing is the fights.
There's the fights.
Yeah. I would say my non-spoiler thoughts, honestly, is just it's rough a bit here and there in the beginning, but overall, I would say very fun experience of going in and watching Naruto. Like the humor here and there is pretty good. Characters obviously are all great, excluding like exceptions. Like the only ones that are problems are literally just the exceptions. Yeah.
The most fleshed out female character has no character.
Yeah, we'll get to Sakura a little later. And I know people are going to be very upset because there are so many people that are either you're 100% hate Sakura or you're 100% will defend her to the day you die.
Yeah, ma'am. I think you mean the female character with the most screen time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, the one who we see the most.
Fully fleshed out my ass. It's Sasuke, and Sasuke,
And forehead.
and forehead.
Yeah.
And then they forget about the forehead,
Thank God.
and then
Is it-
it's just Sasuke. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. And then
I was expecting
she
that to
still-
be
she
kind
still
of.
treats Naruto like shit. It's like, okay.
I was kind of expecting it to be the like in Full Metal Alchemist, the Ed is short joke.
Where it just keeps going until
Yeah.
you get used to it.
Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be like that, but if it goes away, then thank God.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's
Or the short joke in Fullmetal Alchemist. But that one was okay because he kind of grew a little bit. So like,
Jinsu, you didn't listen to a word he said.
Welcome
He-
back.
He said
Jinsu.
his example of
Was-
like a
was
bad
Ed
joke that
being
keeps
short.
going is Ed being short.
yeah, you did say that. Fuck, I was not listening.
Hey Jinsu, I just sent you this reel. Cool. Sends me a reel. Jinsu, that's the reel I just sent.
Delete.
Delete.
No, delete you, not delete the thing.
Yeah, exactly. I just get shot. I can't have evidence of this coming out.
It was me.
It was me. I was sending duplicates all along.
You're Nikola Tesla, and I'm Thomas
Edison.
Edison. I almost said Jefferson.
I'm Thomas Jefferson. You died so long ago.
You died so much before you could do
I'm
it.
Thomas Jefferson. I was president.
I stole your plans for electricity, and then wrote it in my preamble.
And since I did it first, everybody thought it was me.
Yes, except I called it the preamble.
I can't believe it. He got the money for that pun.
All right, let's get into
So-
the story. Let's get into the story.
I got it listed here. What the story
No, fuck
is.
this part. Let's skip this part.
He's got bullet points. He's got bullet points. Wait, give it to Jinsu.
It's actually very short. Yeah.
Give it to Jinsu.
There you go.
Give it to
Okay,
Jinsu,
if you want.
and it's
I
that.
was gonna say it's kind of things where probably.
Wait, that's what you call short?
Yes. It's like a couple pages. We watched 60 episodes. Yes, it's short.
60 episodes and 4 pages, and then like there's lots of skipping too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
If
you want to
if-
take
if
us?
he-
Do
if
you
he
want to take us
crammed-
through?
If he crammed all of it together, then it'd be like 3 pages, 3.5 pages.
Yeah. I split it up of basically I type something out and then I go to the next line, like even if it's not the full line.
Good.
These are bullet points. This is a script.
Yeah.
This is a script.
Scorped.
I was gonna say no. That was one thing of what was it?
Curious.
I started writing what 1,000-Year Blood War was in the first arc. And I got to realize at a certain point, I'm just writing a script at this point.
That's okay.
Like I was getting more into detail of it of just like this is a script.
That's okay. That's perfectly okay with me. Jinsu, do you want to read it out loud and telling the story of Naruto?
Sure.
Yes.
So basically, he has no dad or mom. He's alone and sad. And then
Those are called orphans,
and
Jinsu.
he has no friends.
That's also called orphans.
Which also falls under the orphan category.
Those things are not mutually exclusive.
it's like having freckles and brown hair or orange hair.
Oh man, he's an orphan, but he's very special. In what way? He has no friends.
It's fucked up. Anyways. So then you kind of meet Naruto a bit. Like the story focuses a little bit more on him and like how he can't really achieve well in the story's main magic system. He kind of sucks at it, and all he needs to do is make a clone. He can't do that.
My swing.
But he can make the pervy jutsu.
He can, that's what he does perfectly. He's able to turn himself into a
woman,
naked woman,
and purely to get out of bullshit that he gets into.
Yeah.
There's so many old men who see it and are just like, ooh!
Bribery.
Reminder, that's still like a 10-year-old child.
12.
10-year-old at the beginning.
Oh God.
Was it? Oh yeah, before he has his
headband, yeah.
Yeah, before he has the headband, when he has the goggles, he
starts at 10 and he has the sexy jutsu.
Yeah, another thing Naruto likes to do, he'll go around like messing shit up and like he'll paint fucking on the Mount Rushmore of the story.
Yeah.
And he'll just cause trouble because he has no parents, he has nothing to do. He wants attention.
I thought it was funny when Mayhem pointed that out early in the story of just like, oh hey, Mount Rushmore. It's like, yeah, there's just Mount Rushmore in the back.
Just showing off the past leaders of the Leaf Village that Naruto lives in, and
What's the word for leader?
They're called the Hokage.
Hokage.
I'm sorry, I have to say it right now. You sounded like a Jewish mother trying to say it.
Oh, what do you call this? The Hokage?
Hokage.
The Hokage?
The Hokage? The Hokage?
Son, do you call this the Hokage?
I
Are
don't
you a banker yet?
I don't like...
pro wrestler? Is he like a Hulk Hogan clone?
There's the first one, then there's the second one, then there's the third one, and there's the fourth. What's that if it was the fourth one? Why is he not here? Why do we have the third?
Why isn't Lincoln on there, honey?
This seems very un-American.
Is Lincoln in Mount Rushmore?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Lincoln, George Washington,
Is he
Jefferson, and Roosevelt.
He's the one that's like kind of in and sniffing Roosevelt.
Yeah. No, you know the scene of Bucciarati.
I grew up in this country. I don't know why I don't know.
I was gonna say, you remember the scene of Bucciarati, seeing he was lying.
I know.
It's just that.
I know. The meme's been out for like a year.
Yeah. Years.
Yeah. Basically.
Welcome to 2019, everybody.
Yeah, and then we learned that the reason why Naruto gets shunned by everybody so much is because he has some demon, or he is the demon or some shit. We don't know.
It replaced his belly button.
Yeah, he got
the symbol, the ceiling marks.
He got the sun parts on his belly.
I'll say I don't very much like the aspect of like why the town hates him that much. Of like, I understand the reasoning and all that. Of like, well, we lost so many people.
Still a child.
It's a child, and also wasn't the whole thing of just like it was sealed away so that it couldn't hurt anybody else, and it's like, so you want to keep pissing off the kid that has
you want to make him more mentally unstable?
You want to make him resent you?
And antisocial?
Man, there's this one kid who has a dragon in his stomach. He's such a piece of shit. Let's beat the fuck out of him. And it's like, oh my god, why is he releasing the dragon on us?
This kid has a dragon in him, and that dragon shit on my dad. So I have to beat this kid so I can feel better.
Like, I remember
I don't feel fulfilled.
There's a shot that shows up like way later on of like a backstory thing of just like you see Naruto as a kid, and it shows he was like looking at some mask at a shop or something, and the shop owner fucking walks over and throws the mask at him and like, get out of here, kid! And just freaks out at him. It's like, you're just awful people.
I can't say anything right now, but the more you learn about the story and who the characters of the past are, the more fucked up the town shunning Naruto is. The more like makes less sense. It's like, wow, what the hell? But
you get more and more mad at the town itself.
That's amazing.
The only person you're not mad at
is Naruto.
Is the ramen shop owner.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
He's already been great.
Naruto,
he's the only one that's chill.
I know that he's literally the one that Naruto keeps coming back to. So he keeps seeing Naruto at various moments in his life.
He's the only one that sees Naruto as a kid.
Yeah.
He just feeds him food.
He feeds him. Doing the right thing, feeding a child.
It's like a stray cat, and you're just like, oh, okay, here.
It's just
Have
so,
my
once again,
morsels.
Konoha is just, if Naruto had burned it to the ground, I say that would have been fair.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that version of him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So eventually he figures it out, or no, he doesn't figure it out. He
He's
gets
told by...
he gets a tip from someone that he can get a forbidden jutsu. So he goes and he steals it, but they don't show you him stealing it. He just
has it.
it just cuts to the elders going, he fucking stole it, and it's like,
I read it! I learned it!
how did you guys let a 12-year-old steal the fucking scroll? What the hell? The forbidden scroll that we were supposed to keep away for military reasons and like government socioeconomic reasons. You let the 12-year-old steal it.
We're very bad at our job.
We suck.
What is this? The White House? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, the fuck was I talking about?
Yeah, him
Naruto,
stealing the scroll.
He got the fucking scroll.
He got the
And
scroll.
then the guy who gave him the tip was like, actually, I'm an asshole who's gonna kill you. But it doesn't work because the teacher,
Naruto's guardian.
Naruto
Yeah,
gets
what was his name?
Iruka.
Iruka Sensei, yeah.
Yeah, Iruka, he's like there's only like a small handful of people who are really nice to Naruto. And it's like 2-3 kids and like 2 adults.
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
no, 3 adults.
I was gonna say, go back to even this time. It's like, oh, who are the nice people at this time? Iruka Sensei, and I guess kinda the Hokage.
Hokage understands.
The Hokage is nice to Naruto.
He's
There's a
Cause-
clip like later in the show where the third is like hanging out with child Naruto, and he's helping him fish,
Yeah.
and they're eating the fish together and talking.
Huh. That sounds nice.
And the old man is laughing at what the kid's saying, and the kid's like, "You're right, old man."
I'm gonna be a thorn in your side for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna be so annoying because I don't have a dad. Anyways,
Oh yeah, I got to show Mayhem. There was there was this one podcast where they asked AI like, "Hey, could you give me a shitty review of Naruto?" And it went off telling them how bad Naruto was.
Naruto's an
Oh,
awfully
just
written character.
This annoying brat Naruto. It's like, holy shit.
Man, this AI was raised in the village.
yeah. But he's annoying because that's like he has no.
Because he has no one. Because like anytime anybody gives him a little bit of attention, he's just like.
Yeah, and he's alone. You know?
Yeah.
He's fucked up in the head. And he's also very naive, so that's why he believes and steals the fucking
The
the
scroll.
scroll. And the guy who tipped it to him was tricking him so that he could steal it for himself, and then they just kill Naruto because the demon in him apparently killed someone related to him. Or
Another one, yeah.
Just for I know it was for the justification. Like he could get away with it because it was the demon child.
I do
Yeah,
like
who's
that
gonna
they.
care?
I do like that they explain early on that if Naruto dies, the demon dies. Also, like killing Naruto doesn't release it.
Yeah,
Like it was bound to his soul. So whatever happens to him happens to the demon.
right.
I like that. I like that little detail. That it's like, no, people aren't trying to release it, and releasing it, you have to kill Naruto or anything like that. Not doing that at all. People just don't want to deal with the demon at all.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with Naruto. They just want to use him and then just tell him to fuck off.
Once again, that's the scene that pisses me off the most, of the parents just going like, God, look at him. Can you believe that he... Oh, no, we can't talk about that. And it's like all the kids look up to that, are just like, huh, I'm supposed to hate that kid. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to hate that kid.
Generational hate.
It's like, you could... never mind. They're just... It's such a stupid town.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The
they
citizens
love
suck.
him anyway. They love him anyway. It's fine. So he learns what the scroll is, and it's the fucking shadow clone jutsu, and it's you'd think with the fact that he couldn't do any other kind of jutsu that this would be really hard for him.
Yeah, you think that he
Considering-
would be in
considering
having...
it's a forbidden jutsu, but I guess because he has a scroll, it teaches him a little more directly. I guess I don't know. It's forbidden for a reason, you know.
He
If a
reads.
12-year-old could fucking learn it, then you can't let your enemy.
He prefers to read, not watch.
Well, it's because
Like
it's.
I'm making a manga.
Subverse dub.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm making a subverse dub joke.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually really good.
I just imagine Naruto reading the scroll, and it's like, man, this is shit in English.
It wouldn't
This
translate
is-
over properly.
This shit sounded horrible, but reading it is fire.
I'll say in defense of Naruto dub, holy shit, the voice actors are great in this show.
But not bad.
The fact that I seen Naruto's voice actress in a live action Disney show
Lab rats.
before knowing about Naruto.
Yeah.
That's still really funny. Dude, I'm going to be 100%. I didn't know that that was the voice actress of Naruto until way later on, and I found out. And mind you, I had watched Naruto before.
You watched it
So
before.
I realized that and went, wait, what the fuck?
I first saw Yuri Lowenthal as Sasuke and Ben 10. So seeing him in any other role, seeing him as Spider-Man is the most jarring thing ever.
Well, that was the funny thing for me of seeing Spider-Man, Yuri Lowenthal, and I was like, oh, this is a really good voice actor. And then looking in and going, oh, he's so... What the hell?
And then he's gonna be emo as fuck in the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
He's Venom.
The number of people that came out saying, like, man, he sounds such like a Sasuke, and it's like, because that's Sasuke.
Because it is Sasuke. Little
job.
did you know.
Once again,
Good ear.
he's teenage Ben 10, and he's also, yeah, just, it's so weird to hear.
Yeah, I actually really appreciate Yuri Lowenthal as a voice actor. He's
very
kind of
good.
I kind of like he's kind of everywhere. Like I can't believe I forgot Matt Mercer. He's kind of everywhere like
Yeah.
Matt Mercer, but
They gotta have
he
it.
does a good enough performance. I feel because when he played Ben 10, I saw Ben 10. I saw teenage Ben.
Yeah.
And then when I watched the English dub for Naruto, I saw Sasuke.
When I see Spider-Man, the only voice I can imagine is Yuri Lowenthal, I'll be honest.
No, I can imagine other voices.
Or I can imagine other voices, but the voice that immediately pops to me is Yuri Lowenthal because of how good it was.
Yeah, he nails it.
Yeah,
nails it.
he nailed it perfectly.
He's definitely a top tier Spider-Man voice.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to immediately think Tom Holland. It was just like, okay, just any other.
I was thinking specifically voices. So like
Yeah.
The animated
ultimate
ones.
voice actor, the spectacular voice actor.
Oh, yeah, Drake Bell, yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah.
You forget Drake Bell is
He was a
Ultimate
good.
Spider-Man.
He was good.
I had to register when you said it, and I was like, Drake Bell, Ultimate Spider-Man. They sound.
When are we reviewing Drake and Josh? When are we reviewing Drake and Josh?
After you take heroin for the first time.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Anyways, so since Naruto was able to learn this, you alright?
When do you take heroin for the first time?
That's when we'll review. What drug did Drake do?
Let's not talk about Drake Bell for various reasons. So Iruka Sensei fights.
So Iruka Sensei tries to stop Naruto because he knows the kid the best, so he goes straight to where he is.
He's like, hey, you're a thief.
Hey, dumbass, give me the codes to the nuclear give me the nuclear code, you idiot.
But
You
I've already
fucking
made
little
the bomb. I'm the death, the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah. But I have almighty time. Holy shit. That's basically what happened. Okay, so he learns the one move he gets. This is the only fucking move not the only move, but this is like the one main move that he gets. If Naruto was a Pokemon and he only had 4 move slots,
This is one of them.
It's this.
And that move is
He got to level 5. He finally learned.
Shadow Clojutsu.
I find that so funny to hear as well. I'm just realizing now. Does Naruto, throughout the entire series, make any moves?
No, he only innovates on.
He only innovates.
On what already existed.
Because, like, his 2 most famous, obviously, and you've heard it a million times, so that's why I'll mention it. Just like Shadow Clone and Rasengan.
Rasengan.
Like, those are the 2 that everybody knows that he does. And so the fact that, like, okay, Shadow Clone Jutsu, he didn't create that. It was created by another character we get to see in the future. But
Yeah, that would be a spoiler.
Rasengan, obviously, even that was made by another guy in the past. And so it's like,
And it's another difficult spell. It's another move that you can't just do.
yeah.
Granted, he doesn't just ass pull the next move he's gonna learn. He doesn't ass pull that move. But this move he kind of just ass pulls it.
Yeah, this movie kind of just ass-pulled.
I can't do clone jutsu, but I can fucking do this shit.
I can't make one of me, but I can make 10.
I can make 400.
I was going to say,
and
that's the
jump
point that
you.
irritates me. I'll be honest, that irritates me every so often. It irritates me every so often of the number of times when you see the Shadow Clones pop up, and it's like, okay, so he wins the fight, right? There's like 400 of them.
But
And
then
it's like, no, I could only make like 3.
This is kind of like supposed to be set up, I think, for what his powers are in the future and like what his advantages are as a character. So it's like it's not bad. It's just weird because it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Wow, that's a skip of skills that you didn't have.
That scroll must have been good as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, and he learns it like really fast.
Yeah.
He learns it like within like 10
Get
10
this,
minutes.
get this man some more scrolls.
He
I
learned that
real-
shit fast as fuck. No one could teach. That was the real problem. No one at the school could fucking teach.
Yeah,
But the
He's
other
got
kids-
a lot of weird teachers he ends up getting. Yeah.
that explains this actually a lot. He's so bad in school, but then the second he learns from anybody outside of school, he almost instantly gets it.
That's actually what happens.
I thought honestly I heard the
hilarious.
most controversial take I've ever heard, that Kakashi's a bad teacher.
Well, there's a spot that happens later on that like we'll get there, but he basically tells Naruto to fuck off,
Yeah.
What?
and so that he can train Sasuke.
Oh, basically, yeah.
Yeah, you were even like, wait, that's not. Wait, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He tells her, but Kakashi's such a likable character, so you give him a pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was only one point I was like, well, dick, where it was like Naruto, like, oh, we gotta stop this. Shut up, Naruto. Okay.
We gotta
No.
stop the fight. No, stupid.
It's
No, he
like-
tells
it's
him to
'cause
shut up.
The reason for it is because he's the only one that can help him,
Yeah,
and he's the only one that can like,
give him proper discipline.
yeah, and like really teach him the move that he needs to like step it up, because he wants to step it up. He wants to get stronger, and it's like,
Believe it.
and Kakashi like kind of believes in him, but like doesn't want to. Oh, we're going ahead. We're going ahead.
Yeah, we're jumping.
Motherfuckers,
It
you're both motherfuckers.
it matched the point that we were talking about.
Anyways, he learns this shit. It's weird.
What's this shit?
Sharingan Jutsu.
There you go. Thank
This
you.
shit.
Use proper
So
nouns.
he finally graduates, and he's a really nice touching moment with Iruka Sensei, because before Iruka gets jumped by the other guy, and then they do some chess bullshit. They did some clone bullshit or some transformation jutsu. Yeah, they tricked each other basically, and
I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew.
Naruto, no
More or
one's
less.
got my back.
But
Iruka Sensei, I've got your back.
Naruto got to hear Iruka say like some meaningful words, and it was a pretty deep moment, and like a heavy moment, I should say.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. And he graduated right there. Iruka gave him his headband, and it was all wholesome and meaningful.
Graduated, got his master's degree.
Congratulations, you're marketable.
Now owes $30
You're
million
iconic.
in student loans. It's really unfortunate. The rest of the show is just him paying off those student loans.
Congratulations, you learned how to do your taxes.
Congratulations, I did. Want to see a magic trick? Good. Abracadabra.
Oh, man. So now that he's finally graduated from kindergarten,
That's what that was. Yeah.
basically,
That's what it felt like.
10-year-old kindergarten
that's so fucked up.
to go into the military.
He went
go
from
to war,
elementary
yeah.
school to middle school, yeah.
He went from elementary school to Vietnam.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's more accurate.
I was going to say, once you mention beginning of like forming of his team, after that, I can quickly summarize that next arc.
Yep. So so we meet like more characters, or we get to interact with more characters finally, and he's in like a real classroom. He's with the other students, and surprisingly, he's with other students of his age, and like they make school a point from like the beginning, but like from this point on, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters
Yeah.
is combat skills and like being able to strategize.
I remember that was a thing that I remember being talked about, of like one thing that like this one guy did not like about some anime is the number of times that there's a school setting, but the school does not fucking matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like
It's like My Hero. If it wasn't in a school, would it be any different?
kind of.
It's like, well,
mean,
it's an academy. It's like training them to be heroes.
There's
Yeah,
like
the
an arc
police-
here and there.
The police academy is mostly like it's like it is like paper testing and like
Yeah.
doing like that stuff.
Or like
but
if
it's
it
also,
wasn't a high school, basically.
It
right.
should have been a
But
college.
they're kind of doing like police shit. You could argue
Mhm.
they would need physical training, and like it's also like very specific and geared like training too. So
And more so talking about the fact that there's so many arcs that are so focused on stuff that is not at all connected to the school.
right,
That it's just like, okay, what's the point of having the school if you're just not, if that's not going to matter? Like, obviously,
I
the
think-
whole war arc.
well,
right.
this
Like,
one
from this point on, when it comes to My Hero, after season 6, school doesn't really matter anymore.
There's no
That's
academy
just-
in
that's just where
academia.
that's just where everybody congregates.
Yeah.
basically. That's
Yeah,
just where everybody
but like
goes together.
Naruto, for example, like after I'm pretty sure like Chunin exam, there's no school.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
it's
one
just-
works
it's just-
because it's not the focus. It's not my Naruto academia.
The Naruto, it's very much, the school is very much the government, and when they're finally set on independent missions and teachers, instructors, that kind of stuff, it allows itself to go away from that and basically just train to get better, do missions, and like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like
Another minor little nitpick about the town, by the way, I still feel weird about how willing they are to just see the kids go off and die.
go to war.
Just like, go to war. It's like a tuning exam. They talk about that of like, some of you might die. It's like, hey, could you probably try to prevent that?
No,
Like, I think you have more soldiers when they live.
no,
Yeah.
weak.
This is just training. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, you're training to get your driver's license. Okay, careful. There's a bear. What do you mean there's a bear?
In the
Sees
car.
a bear in a car.
In the car, trying to.
car.
It's coming after you.
You have to drive while the bear is trying to kill you. If you hit a single fucking cone,
I'm turning off the car so the bear will kill us both.
yeah, you see, exactly.
It's perfect, right there. That's a perfect example of that. It's perfect. All right.
He's like super stressed out and mad at him too.
I
have to do this.
believe it.
I was gonna say we get to see the Konoha classmates. Do you want to mention who they are?
Sakura,
No, I don't want to mention.
Okay, so anyway,
Anyways.
Sakura.
So anyways,
Sasuke.
So anyways, we meet the two other main characters in Sakura and Sasuke, and then we also meet Hinata. We also meet Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, the dude
That's
with
it.
the dog,
Oh yeah, actually,
Kiba.
Kiba.
Yamcha,
Yeah.
fucking Yamcha.
And
I was
then
gonna
a
say,
bug
how,
guy.
I was gonna say, you Kiba. That one I feel is like, oh, I don't know. You can probably remember that name. The one I fully don't remember at all is Bug Guy.
Bug guy.
His name is like Shinzo or something, or like Akiza. No.
It's okay. It
His
don't
name
matter.
is Buggy Wuggy McWugs.
It's bug guy.
Yeah, I really like that character. Like, I thought he was
He-
He's,
He's
a cool
very-
character. I just don't remember his name.
Cause he like people are just like because he walks up to people and like then speaks to them. There's not a lot of people that walk up to him and speak to him. Like it's maybe just Kiba and Hinata,
Yeah.
but they don't have a lot of speaking
Oh, and
times.
we also meet Neji, Rock Lee, and Tenten.
Rock Lee.
Oh yeah, we
Broccoli.
see them later
we
on
see
in
the
the
Bruce Lee
Chunin.
reference.
We see them later on in the Chunin exam.
When we get there, I want to
They-
I want to talk about Rock Lee for a bit.
Rock
Oh, wait,
Lee's
actually,
awesome.
no, I'm mistaken. We don't meet them. We don't meet them there.
Yeah, a
They're-
little bit
They're
ahead.
actually a year older.
Yeah,
They're a year older. So so we don't meet them there. We meet them later.
essentially, in all fairness, the characters that matter at this point of just like having any significant character other than I exist in the background are characters like Hinata, where it's like she obviously has a crush on Naruto.
She's
But
in the
uh,
I'm
background.
too hesitant to say anything.
Kiba in the back, Bug Guy in the back. Ino, I guess, just hates Sakura. That's all her character is at that point.
Why does she hate Sakura?
You know what? I'll mention that. That backstory
Forehead.
is stupid. That backstory is no, not even forehead. That backstory is fucking stupid. Of they were friends when they were kids, but then suddenly hated each other when they found out they liked the same boy.
Hey, I
And it
found
was
out.
like, well, I guess we're rivals now.
Yeah, it's a hey.
Your entire character is based around a dude.
we have to hate
That's
each other now.
it.
We have to hate each other.
This
Why?
is what we're talking about when we say that these the female characters fucking suck in this show.
That's the thing that we have to remember too. This is an older show that
Did not know how to write female.
did
characters.
not know how to write female characters. This is in the same era.
Nami came out same time.
That's the thing. Like I was about to say, this is the thing. Like these characters were made after Bulma and Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball and launch.
Horikoshi did not know how to write female characters.
And yet, and yet
Yeah.
over here we
You know,
have.
that surprisingly pisses off a lot of My Hero fans.
Wait, whoops. Not
You're still not wrong. Is the funny thing.
Not Horikoshi. Not Horikoshi. I didn't mean him. I meant who the fuck was
Oh
was
shit!
the author of Naruto? I forgot his name.
I don't care to know. No, I'm just kidding.
Kishimoto.
Kishimoto. God damn it.
But it like this was in the same era that after the big three authors, there's Bulma and Chi-Chi and Launch, which prime examples of not knowing how to write female characters.
Bulma's good.
Bulma's good, but then
She's
kind of
weirdly the exception of Dragon
no,
Ball.
no. That's
because,
the
like,
thing. That's the thing.
She's always been consistently good.
That's the thing, is that all three of those women represent the big three in how they treat
Yeah.
women. Bulma, competent. One Piece.
Oh shit!
Chi-Chi, there but only cares about her husband
And kid.
and kid.
Naruto.
Naruto, launch, non-existent.
You gonna say Orihime?
Bleach.
Yeah.
But here's the
What do
thing.
you mean
But
does
when
stuff?
but
And
when
she has like
but no. Okay, wait. I said it wrong. Launch. When she's there, she was a character that people liked. Then the plot happens.
Holy shit! You're right about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Now I just imagine just like every scene where it's like Nell pops up and she's awesome, gone.
Then gone. Yeah.
Harabelle was cool, gone.
Gone.
Obviously
Makes room for the boys to fight.
Rukia and Orihime, awesome, gone. Holy shit!
Yeah.
or they get injured before.
Or they get injured, or they
they-
get kidnapped, or they get depressed and want to kill themselves. Anyway,
That I just uncovered a huge conspiracy.
Jesus Christ, man.
I find parallels.
Anyway, Bleach has the hottest girls, but anyway,
Launch.
yeah, Launch is pretty good.
Blue-haired and blonde-haired with two personalities.
Just like they used
Just
to make.
like in real life.
Just like in real life. Hand him back the list.
Which girlfriend do you want, submissive or dominant?
Why not both?
I want the one with the gun.
The one with the gun that got written out of the story because, oh yeah, she exists.
I was gonna say,
fuck is Launch?
honestly, there's a lot of the first season essentially is what this is pretty easy to summarize. In all fairness, of like when it comes to this part, all the different teams get to meet their masters. Of like obviously you got
We get to meet Kakashi.
we get Kakashi for the main trio. The what was it? Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura.
Yeah.
They get Kakashi, who's just a
Who
chill
the-
dude who's constantly reading porn.
Who the hell is Sasuke? We haven't talked about him nearly enough. Who the hell is he?
Because he doesn't exist until like right around this point.
He does the pose.
Oh, sorry, he kisses Naruto. Yeah.
He does the pose.
He kisses Naruto. It's so funny when that shit happens.
Why does that keep happening? Why is that a thing?
The moment we saw Sasuke, by the way, I immediately sent Mayhem the image of that shitty drawing of Sasuke,
In the pose.
Yeah.
where he's got his nose out to here. I immediately sent it to Mayhem, and he's like, "There it is, there it is." But yeah, we get that team. The other two teams we got was Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji going off with
Who are those guys?
fat ass, what a drag, and rival to Sakura.
There you go.
How would you describe Shikamaru? What a drag.
And that's it. That's the character.
And their master is this cool looking dude who smokes. And then Hinata, Shiba, and Bug Guy, they go off with the hot chick.
Lady teacher.
Hot. She hot.
She-ha.
It's She-Ra. Oh no. But anyway, those two have their teams, and we get Kakashi, who is apparently notably an asshole to his students, and so trains them in the way of like okay, you're gonna do this test, fail, and I kick you out, and they fail of like at first.
My sister sent me this.
What the hell? The fucking timing. God damn it. That pisses me off.
So Kakashi's test are basically ring my bells and then you pass. And it takes them until the very end of this entire thing
You
to
have
realize
10 hours.
you just had to work together. And they do. And eventually it's like, okay, I'm going to take you guys under my wing. And so they go off.
You guys took way too long to figure this out.
It is
I
a good
need
test.
to train
I'll say
you.
it is a very fun, good test to show teamwork, the bell test, which irritates me in Boruto because they have that test with Kakashi of like, okay, go ahead, Boruto, see if you can get the bells. And he immediately basically gets the bells.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, okay, I guess Boruto doesn't have to learn about teamwork.
Yeah, the test was about friendship or teamwork, like which one was the more important thing. And then when they chose friendship, it's like, aha! It was teamwork all along. They were blended together. They're one and the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So they get their first mission.
the first mission, I'm going to summarize it as quick as possible, of
Steve Blum.
Land of Waves. Land of Waves, Steve Bloom, they go in.
This sword
it's
I
ranked.
found.
It's a D ranked mission, but it's actually like a B ranked mission. And so they have to deal with this assassin who's coming after the bridge maker, and has this whole story where some of the cool things we get revealed, obviously, is Kakashi has under his mask, because he's always got part of his eye covered, like one of his eyes
left
covered.
eye.
And we get to find out he's got the Sharingan under that eye, which allows him to basically read moves and copy jutsus, which very cool. As for what happens in this arc is like this whole thing of the bridge maker, how his son died a while back, and his son died a while back. But then a bit sooner than that, there was his essentially adopted son who also died tragically.
Another one died, and then his grandson almost died.
And so that's the one that his grandson looked up to so much. I don't like that part of the story. It's weird.
It's very weird.
Of like, yeah, Jinzu. In the Land of Waves arc of the prologue, that whole bit of the story of like the bridge maker, his grandson, is sad because essentially his adoptive father died.
Foster father.
His foster father died. Why was it not just his father?
Wait, who the fuck are you talking about?
There was a whole thing of remember the bridge maker in the Land of Waves?
Oh yeah. That wasn't his dad?
That wasn't his dad who died. That was his like a guy he just met, became friends with, and then eventually became a father figure to him.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. I'm gonna assume it was his father.
Yeah,
That's what we just basically did while watching. Of just like the number of times of like,
No.
well, your adoptive father. Shut the fuck up. It's just his dad.
He never said that in the Japanese stuff. He always just said his father.
In the Japanese subtitles, it also said adopted. Like it
Really?
said
wouldn't
said
make-
him, but it didn't actually. It was very implied that it was his adopted father, but it didn't say it every time like the English
There was
version.
only one moment when it came to that part of the arc that I found funny, where it was showing off that part, and it's like, look, I'm gonna basically kill this guy of like the kid, essentially fucking with the bridge maker's grandson. Like, look, I'm gonna mess with him. I took your dog. I'm gonna throw it into the water, and your dog can't swim. It's like, oh no, let me save my dog. The kid can't also can't swim.
But the dog can.
The dog quickly learned how to swim and swam to shore.
The dog realizing his need in the situation quickly.
That was the best part of the story. just suddenly the dog learned to swim. And it's like, so the kid would have just died for no
trying to save his
reason.
dog.
Yep.
Not for trying to save his dog. His dog lived.
Oh, the dog
And
ditches
not
him?
because of
Yeah,
him.
The dog ditches him?
Yeah,
Yeah, the dog just leaves.
it doesn't save him or anything. It doesn't even try.
I thought the dog like learned how to swim and saved the kid.
No.
He gets saved by the father figure, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, basically this whole thing of bridge makers trying to make his bridge to connect.
Just build the
some
bridge,
island.
bridge builder.
And,
Yeah, basically.
and the mafia is trying to get him killed, so they hire assassins to kill him, in which it's this guy with the big ass sword that's in this room somewhere.
It's over here. It's over here. I can't reach it, but it's here.
Basically, this big ass sword that he's able to stand on, and
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's Steve Bloom.
Yeah, it's played by Steve Bloom, and they have this whole fight with Kakashi. Ninja looks like he dies, basically getting killed by another assassin, and gets dragged away until it's discovered that guy who dragged him away was his partner, and they were working together. It all leads to this big old fight at the bridge. By the way, scene I'm skipping essentially is Naruto meeting the other character, the kid who saved.
And gets learns of the backstory and all that
just
kind
like
of stuff.
backstory.
Yes.
By the way, I'm a guy.
Very. Moving on.
Which becomes extra funny because there is actually a joke in Naruto of the fact that he meets this one character, and the first thing he says to her is, "You transvestite?"
Yeah.
And he gets smacked in the face, and it's like, hey, he's not taking any chances ever since that day.
That last encounter. You androgynous being, what the fuck are you?
You hermaphrodite looking motherfucker.
Damn, that ass fat. What's your pronouns?
2021. BC or AD. The hell are those?
So anyway, I don't know why that was needed.
A completely different reference.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Anyway,
ahead again.
yeah, I'm trying to finish it. So, they have battle on the bridge. Sasuke unlocks his Sharingan against the basically partner. I'm reading it.
No, hand me the list. I want to read it while you would say it,
Against.
Oh yeah,
Luigi.
while I say it, yeah.
so I can call you out, bitch.
Okay. Or I could have the list reading in my notes, yeah. Anyway, they fight, and it all leads up to essentially the assassins get betrayed, and so the mafia tries to kill them, at which point the kid dies, and Steve Bloom's character rushes in and has a really cool fight. Like, genuinely, throughout these episodes, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then this fight was awesome. It had no reason to be this fucking cool.
There's a lot of fights like that just it's not anything special moments or anything like that, but they're just like, we want to make a good fight.
Remember, it got hand to hand all of a sudden. It went hand to hand, and he's like bleeding. He's being stabbed through the back and everything with spears. But he rushes over to the mob boss, and it just goes, "If we're going to hell, we're going to hell together." It's the kind of thing. It's like, Jesus Christ! And so he kills the mafia boss and then dies alongside the kid. And the mafia is just like, well, our boss is dead, but we can still kill you all. And the town shows up alongside the grandson, like, we're here to help. And Kakashi and Naruto do the Shadow Clone no Jutsu and end up scaring them away.
Yeah.
They leave, and the bridge maker's just like, I'm going to name this bridge Naruto. And
after a really good crouton I had earlier.
Now the main arc.
So, yeah, that
Chunin.
little... They did that one little thing, and then instantly Kakashi's just like, you guys are ready. Chunin exam.
You guys are ready.
You're ready
Let's
to
go to school.
Graduate to the next... take this big, intense exam facing off against other groups.
Go take your Hunter license exam.
Yeah, it's the Hunter's license. Which Hunter x Hunter just skipped over all of that stuff that we previously talked about to go straight into the exam.
Isn't that kind of funny when you look at this and it's just like you watched Hunter x Hunter, all of that first, and so you see the first season of Hunter x Hunter and it's just this first season of Naruto.
And just seeing how unoriginal everything is.
In Hunter x Hunter,
The more
that
that
first season was the weakest one.
The more that I see, the less I know.
Yeah.
So the Chunin exam.
So, sand people.
No.
Anakin's least favorite thing.
It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah, they're walking around town. They're having a good day of just like, man, we're off of missions. We had so much... Sakura's been just the worst this entire time. The reason I haven't talked about her is just because she's not there.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We don't
to mention that. Just
we don't have to take the time.
No, I will. Of like in each arc so far, she's just not done anything. Like, I helped out the bridge builder. How? I stood there with him to make sure he didn't die.
But she is starting to like know that she's being useless, and she does try in the Chunin exams.
Yeah, Chunin exam, she gets a bit better, but yeah. Anyway, what ends up happening is as they're walking around the town, they don't know that the Chunin exam is supposed to be coming up soon, so they get real confused when suddenly they see a group of people from another village, the Sand Village, basically.
Yep.
What's it called? Sand people.
The village hidden in the sand.
Kaze. Wind.
Kage.
A hidden
Wind.
Yeah.
Village. The country of wind. Village hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we get to see them, and they're terrifying. You've got the creepy kid.
One of the best introductions, and just like proceeds to be one of my favorite characters throughout this entire 60-episode trip, Gaara.
Yeah.
One of he's got very heavy eyeliner, intense stare, and just has no eyebrows, very pale, which you don't really get that from a sand village.
He looks like your mom. I'm just kidding.
he has a
open and she shoots you.
He has he has kanji on his forehead. I don't know what it means though.
It means
your mom.
I think it means love.
Really?
It either means love or I forget what it means.
Kill, death, destruction, sand.
No, it's your IP address.
Ramen.
Emo Death Parade.
Rage Against the Machine.
But
yeah,
can you imagine just like a tattoo on your face and it's like, oh, what's that mean? That's my IP address. It's like, what?
Why is it in a different language? It's just numbers.
But yeah, no, we get that introduction, which is really cool. We get to see him as well as the other two, being Tamari, who's basically this girl with a fan, and I forget his name, so I just call him Dollface. And that's not a compliment. Literally Dollface.
Demon loving only himself.
Oh, okay.
That's what Gaara's symbol is. Okay.
It's a lot in one little kanji. That's cool.
That's what kanji usually is.
Yep.
Confusing and long.
So, they begin getting ready for the Chunin exam.
But
They
but
head
first we finally meet him. Rock Lee.
Yeah, we go to the hall getting ready to sign up, and we get to meet Rock Lee's group, who is him, Neji, and Tenten.
Another very strong character introduction. Just Gaara and Rock Lee. Both of them. I knew that they had a fight.
Sasuke's reaction of "I'm fucked."
I'm out of my league here. But they're both of those characters. I knew that they have a fight in the Chunin exam, but I didn't expect their fight to be this well built up. In such a short amount of time, they build it up so well that basically Rock Lee has this. Hi, I have a strong sense of justice, and I'm really strong, but I don't have any magic, but I'm really strong, and I'm really trying, and I'm really trying, and I love.
I think somebody pointed out. Apparently, it's not so much that he has no magic, as he can't control it.
He can't control.
Like he can't get access his chakra essentially.
But him and Sasuke, they fight it out for a little bit, and then they get interrupted
He
by
obliterates Sasuke.
Yeah, they get interrupted, and the fight ends
by a turtle.
But the one, the only, Guy Sensei.
The character
Hi,
I knew would be
Lee.
your favorite.
Hi, Lee. What the fuck are you doing, Lee?
Nothing, Guy
Lee,
Sensei.
What are you doing?
Guy Sensei is your favorite character.
Guy Sensei is my favorite character.
Remember when we were playing Legends Arceus and he started doing the voice and we're both sitting there? Oh, it's just Might Guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about, and we're just sitting there.
His first name is Might.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought whenever you guys.
Before All Might was a thing.
That's amazing. He's better.
Bruce Lee All Might instead of.
I think if I remember correctly, we actually get to hear the name of his dad. It's something Guy as well.
Brawl or Melee Guy.
Oh wait, look at my phone. I gotta see it now.
Well,
it's D something.
But Guy Sensei, he's the only one that I'll actually refer to him as that, because what a character. Just someone who
Might die.
Might die.
Yes, Might die. Would you like to see what he looks like, by the way?
Please. Oh my god, yes! The eyebrows. Rock Lee is not related to Guy Sensei at all, but they are.
I still like the idea that it was mitosis.
I want offspring.
No, it wasn't even that. He was just really drunk one day. Man, it'd be fun to have a kid.
Guy Sensei, I'm ready for training. You are ready, Lee. You're ready, Lee.
It's so funny to see that Might Guy looks nothing like his dad either. He looks like, when Might Guy was a kid, he looked so dorky.
I mentioned this in Boruto. Rock Lee has a son. His name is Metal Lee.
Metal Lee.
And the fact that they don't show who the mother of Metal Lee is, people have made the joke. So he was also mitosis.
He learned the jutsu. Whoo!
That's Metal Lee.
You just looked up Metal Lee?
No, it was in the related pictures.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, unfortunately, the biggest villain of Boruto is actually the hairstylist. Yeah. Anyway, so we get to meet those characters. We get to meet my guy, who's best character. They train up for a little bit.
Or Green Bruce Lee. That's what he is. He's grass type Bruce Lee.
No, he's the best character.
He has Leaf Tornado.
Yeah.
So we get to meet, we get to start the Chunin exam, and so I'll run through the two parts that don't matter as much. First off, written exam.
The written exam is probably one of my favorite ideas for an exam. It makes so much sense in a ninja-focused, training exam sort of thing that it's like a test. So everybody's in the room and you're trying to answer these questions. But the questions are really difficult. So what you have to do is you have to sneak and get answers from someone who has the answers. and try not to get caught. The thing is that you are trying not to get caught so that you can prove that you are a good enough ninja collecting information.
Charlie is heading to Houston at 47 miles per hour. He started going at 12 p.m. How many apples does Charlie have?
No, how many apples does Brenda have? And it's like, who's Brenda?
Yeah, how many apples does Brenda have? Who's Brenda?
Why was this even brought up?
Who's Brenda? Why does she have apples?
Why are you blue? But yeah, so it just this
Why
one,
are they blue?
This one just shows off like people's strong suits. There's a whole thing where what is this? What is this? Someone put All Might and Deku's faces on Guy and
All Might
Raku.
Guy and
All Might
Deku
Guy
Lee and Deku Lee or
Deku
Raku Lee.
Raku.
Raku. Raku's Modern Life.
Raku's Modern Life. Oh, no, so we get to see everybody's various abilities and all that kind of stuff of sneaking and getting information. The last thing, however, is that there was a 10th question that no one answers yet, that people don't get to answer till the very end. And the teacher guy, he goes, all right, who's willing to risk this answer? Because if you get it wrong, you don't get to try the Chunin exams ever again. So people give up so that they can try again, because people probably, like, they didn't get the questions right or they weren't able to take it right. Naruto, the entire time, has been, I can't cheat, I can't do it at all. He didn't understand the true purpose of the test, which is hilarious to me. But in him going, maybe I can get this 10th question right. And so he goes, yes, I'm ready to take the question. And that was the 10th question.
Awesome. It was just a test of endurance.
Yep.
Seeing if you could stay.
And the teacher afterwards, he like is collecting all the papers, and he just sees that Naruto literally wrote nothing. And he's just like, I passed someone who didn't answer a single question. This will be fun.
Oh, we get to talk about one of your favorite things, Mayhem.
Yeah.
Fishnet shirt.
Yeah!
Yep.
The fishnets are amazing!
I was gonna say, there's a lot of clothing in this show that is fishnet. Like, there's
The
so
proper
many
ninja
fishnets
clothing.
in this show.
You mean chainmail?
That's
No.
fishnet.
It's fishnet.
I was gonna say, that is not chainmail, that is fishnet. Shikamaru's wearing fishnet. What's her name? Tamari? I think she's also wearing a bit of fishnet.
Tamari wears fishnet.
And then one of the
Hinata wears
exam instructors, she also wears fishnet.
And hell yeah. That entire test is literally just, alright, here's a giant, dangerous forest. Go find another team, take their scroll that they have, make sure it's a different one from yours, and then make it to this tower in the middle of the place. You have 5 days. Good luck. And everybody's just like, oh shit. Meanwhile, there's been this very interesting group of ninjas called the Sound, from the village hidden in the Sound. And they have a fondness for Sasuke for some reason. And we get to see why. Because when they're in the forest, Naruto, like, there are people, like, trying to take their scroll, fighting them. It's like, it's nearly constant how many threats come after them. Naruto gets swallowed by a snake. Shadow clones it causes the snake to explode by causing it to explode from the inside out from shadow cloning inside of it. Very gruesome. And then we see that one person that was actually not who they say they were finds Sasuke and Naruto and starts fighting them in a very real, not test fight. And it's revealed to be the character known as Orochimaru, who is very much a big threat from what I can gather from the show. Like, from everybody's, like, context that they give, that they're just like, oh, fuck, he's back. This guy's back, fuck. And Naruto is channeling some of the demon, which, we know the name of the demon by now, right?
Oh,
The nine-tailed fox.
I don't think they've mentioned it so far in
That's not its name.
where you are, but, huh?
That's not its name.
Okay, but it's the
Okay.
nine-tailed fox.
I was gonna say, would you like to know what?
No!
Okay.
You'll find out the name, but that's not its name.
Okay,
Yeah.
Its
Then-
name is important though.
there we go. That's why
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
But he finds out that Naruto starts channeling the nine-tailed fox, and Orochimaru literally is just like, that would be a problem, and puts an extra seal on Naruto.
No.
Yeah, and then he bites Sasuke's neck, giving him a curse mark, which very much freaks me the fuck out that someone's just like, oh yeah, snake powers, yeah, just
turn into it, and I can curse you with this mark.
Curse you, yeah. It's cursed.
In the Japanese text, they call it a bruise, but like in the English version, they actually call it a mark.
It's a curse mark. Yeah.
It's not a bruise. But,
Man, what a weird bruise you got. That's a weird bruise.
Meanwhile, Sasuke is just like,
Can you stand still real quick? I got this branding iron. I'm gonna give you a bruise real quick.
You know, it actually didn't hurt. Also, I think my arm fell off.
But yeah, we get that whole thing with Orochimaru where you're like, what the shit just happened? And as they're trying to recover, Sakura gets her little mini arc of like, I'll protect them.
I'll cut my hair.
And yeah,
That's it.
That's kind of all that happened. I understand. People are going to be so pissed that we boiled all that down to she cut her hair. But that's kind of what it feels like, of just like, I wear my hair like this to cover my forehead. Okay.
No, she grew out her hair because she heard that somewhere that Sasuke likes long hair. That's what it was.
That's even worse.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's why her and Ino have their hair so long, and then all of a sudden, when they're starting to think that they don't need Sasuke, they cut their hair.
Yeah. So weird.
But so they
And then Ino grows her hair out again anyway.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, thank God.
I think Sakura, even later on down the line, has long hair.
Probably.
Though she married Sasuke, so no shit.
And Sasuke, grow your hair out.
No, she
Bitch, grow your hair out. Okay,
she never
great.
grows
Now
her
I'm
hair out.
leaving.
She never grows her hair out.
Ah.
Oh. That would have been funny, though. Bitch, grow your hair out. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna abandon my child.
Wait, what?
He's an absent father in Boruto.
God damn it.
Spoilers.
I don't care about that one.
I care.
Boruto sucks. You're not gonna watch it.
Here's the thing. I care on not knowing anything about Boruto.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I care about. But so they get some. There's been this guy that's been set up in the Chunin exam the entire time. I can't remember his name. Kotaro? Kamaru?
Are you saying
The
what?
card guy, glasses.
Glasses. Oh, Kabuto.
Kabuto.
Yeah,
And
Kabuto. Yeah.
That basically he has.
I'm such a nice guy. I'll give you all the information you need.
He's a nice guy who has information on everybody. Oh, that's pretty weird. And he helps them succeed, and then drops out right after they finish the exam. And it turns out we find out he's a spy for Orochimaru, as he keeps getting information about the new people that are going into the Chunin exams.
You ever seen that meme from Horton Hears a Who, where it's the little fucking creature and poop butterflies or some shit, and stands up and goes backwards?
I have a little world where everybody rides unicorns and poops rainbows. That sounds great. Yeah. Puts the dandelion on her head.
That's all I imagine when I see Kabuto, I'll be honest. Aren't I so nice? Aren't I so nice?
Sure. Sure, you have a very intimidating stature, and you always go.
Yeah, so basically the exam ends with just showing how scary some of these people are, including Gaara, who just killed some people.
Yeah,
Like, Gaara just killed people because he wanted to.
because the bloodlust, the demon, the chocolate eyes. That's all I hear whenever I hear that now. It's just like the demon, the jack-o'-lantern.
Chocolate muffins.
Have you seen it where like they speed up when he laughs? So it's
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get to see that, and we go finally to the we're about to get to the third part of it, where it's the big old fight.
but there's too many of you.
There's too many of you. Leave, some of you. Okay, Kabuto left. Now finish Orochimaru's mission. I work for Orochimaru. Oh!
The sound village people, because the village people. YMCA.
It's the two guys in the mask that obviously are like in their 40s as well.
Yeah,
as...
they're full-on adults taking like this exam that like high schoolers would take.
It's them as well as
they're getting their GED.
The Sound Village, which apparently was made by Orochimaru. That's just a thing that's dropped, okay. And so we get to see those are the evil teams to look out for, guys. They're evil. They're evil. And so we get the preliminary, which it's like, okay, shouldn't be too crazy. Okay. Time to pop this shit up.
Just say who fights and who wins, and we'll only talk about the one match.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk about the match.
Okay. Preliminary to get rid of folk. Kabuto quits. Sasuke versus I named him Orochi 1.
Orochi won.
Sasuke wins and his curse is sealed. As well as Orochimaru shows up and tries to fuck with Kakashi.
Yeah, Kakashi seals the curse mark in order for it to stop fucking with Sasuke.
He'll be mine one day. I'll have his Sharingan.
Because the curse mark, what it does is that it gives Sasuke power, but only in very specific circumstances, and in order for Sasuke to have dependence on Orochimaru.
We get Bug Guy versus Sound Arm is what I named him.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's the guy who's got the sound-based powers, but he can shoot it out of his arms. And so Bug Dude basically plugs up his arms and blows up his arms, almost kills him.
Yep.
And he wins the fight. We got Orochimaru is revealed to be one of the 3 shinobi of legend, the Seinen.
I wonder if
How do you
that'll
say
come
it?
back.
I saw it. That's
Seinen.
Seinen, okay. We get the Puppet Dude versus Orochimaru 2, and for him, we get to see how terrifying his whole thing is. He's basically just a whole thing about puppets.
Puppet Master.
Like the thing that he's been carrying on his back that's been wrapped up was revealed to be just him in there as he was puppeting himself.
No, his puppet took his place in order for the big reveal, and the puppet does everything that he wants it to do. He controls it and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool.
Sakura versus Ino.
The first draw, the first tie match.
Ino's power is that she can take over another person's body. She does that and then gets kicked out by Sakura's ego. And so then they have one last punch and they knock each other out, and it's a double KO and they both lose.
They both lose.
I hated that fight, I'll be honest, so much.
Yeah.
Jinsu, Sakura versus Ino is the dumbest fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about
The
it.
double knockout is so stupid.
Yeah.
10-10 versus Sandgirl.
Which we talked about that, how 10-10 gets absolutely just bitch slapped.
And the only joke I made here was just writing down Sandgirl. Big fan.
Big fan. Big fan.
Shikamaru versus the Sound Girl. And Shikamaru wins, but he has a pretty fun thing where he tricks her into, once he finally gets a hold of her shadow, because his entire thing is that he can control you if he gets your shadow. He does that, and so he backs up and dodges a kunai that they both threw at each other, and hits her head against a wall.
Yeah, that's the thing with Shikamaru, is that he has very good area awareness of his surroundings.
I'll be honest, I would have went for the joke of if I was Shikamaru, I would have just been like, okay, cool, turn around where she's facing the wall, and she's like, oh shit, and just full force
headbutt the wall. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
I'd have gone for it. It'd been funny. So we get Shiba versus Naruto, and a pretty fun fight where Naruto gets to show off his moves, and Shiba gets to show off that his dog can turn into him.
And Naruto gets to show off how far he came, because Kiba was in Naruto's class when Naruto just kept messing up the transformation jutsu, and so he still had such a poor image of Naruto that when Naruto successfully tricked Kiba not once but twice with transforming into himself and then into the dog, and successfully and properly mixed up Kiba and was able to punch him in the face.
That trick was really fun, where it's like, oh, he's cloned him, he's turned himself into me. Okay, fine. Turns around and punches, and it turns out that he punched his dog by accident.
Oh shit!
It's like, oh shit! Gets up, runs off, and beats the shit out of Kiba.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he actually did hit his dog the second time.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is we get that whole fight. I'll say this was one of my other little nitpicks. I get so tired of the number of times they go, Naruto's grown so much.
Naruto's grown so much.
Did you know?
Hey, Jinsu. Did you know that Naruto's grown so much? Hey, Jinsu.
He's
Jinsu? Did you know that Naruto's grown so much?
He already didn't like it that you said it the first time, so...
Yeah, let me nail in that fucking coffin.
Let's
Because
build
that's
that...
what the show does.
Yeah, let's build this house.
They did it so many times of the number of people where I understand it's like he's grown so many times, but mention it like just a couple of times. Have it be new characters that mention it. Like when the Hokage sees it for the first time, it's like, oh, that's actually really cool. Versus everybody else, where it's like they've seen it 3 times. I can't believe it.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
believe it. Oh.
And so, yeah, we get a very cool fight of Hinata versus Neji, which
That's
a bloodline feud.
That fight did not have to go that well made, but I'm so
Go that
glad
hard?
it did. I'm so glad it did. The fact that like you see like the shot is like circling around them while they're hitting each other, and it's done so well that it's just like you feel every hit that they do to each other.
They've got what is essentially the original version of the Sharingan, which is the Byakugan. And the way it works is it allows you to see the pathways of chakra in a person's body, and so they use that to basically strike at points on the body to cut off your chakra. And so Neji, being a master at this, actually beats Hinata, but brutalizes her.
The fact
And
that
so
he's
Naruto almost kicks his ass.
the
for
funny
it.
thing is that Neji is a classist person, but he's not part of the head family. He's part of a branch family.
He's classist of like, you're beneath me, and it's like, aren't you at the bottom of the totem pole of your own clan? Well, yeah, but
a failure will always be a failure, and it's like, shut up.
like Neji is cool here and there, but I got a little irritated with that aspect of him.
Yeah.
Of like, I get it's like an interesting character trait at first, but after a while, it's like, okay, you're kind of just a dickhead. Yeah, but then we get the big one.
We get Rock Lee versus Gaara. There have been so many moments that Rock Lee and Gaara are just like, fuck this guy. I want to kill him. And the fact that it's been built up that Gaara's ability is sand that cannot be... You can't hurt Gaara, you can't touch Gaara because of this whole, like, we learned a little bit later on, but I'll also say it now, that he has a very similar to Naruto demon that possessed him sort of situation. And the sand itself is the demon, so it protects him, makes sure that he never hurts and never gets hurt or anything like that. And Rock Lee, working with his strength and all that kind of stuff, his skill and speed, is able to break through that barrier and hurt and put a mark on Gaara is really well done. And the fact that Rock Lee in his training the entire time learns from Gai Sensei that in every single fight you must always go all out, because if you don't go out, that's an insult to the person you're fighting. So Rock Lee, he starts building up, going more, doing more, sacrificing more, into this huge attack that he basically goes Super Saiyan, releasing the gates of your chakra.
Yeah, Lee, take him off. Okay, Guy Sensei. It takes off his
Like
training weights. And it's like, who cares? It's just training weights. And it crashes on the ground, making a crater.
What'd you... yeah, like, that fight...
Like, Goku had a version of that was smaller, where it was, like, back when he had a rematch with Tien in original Dragon Ball. He goes like, here, let me take off my weighted shirt. And he throws it on the ground, and it crashes on the ground. And Tien's like, oh, weighted shirt, let's see. Oh my god! And he tries to lift it up, and he can't lift it.
That's amazing. But Gaara taking actual hits from Rock Lee, and reacting for the first time to pain, almost to physical pain, and
He gets pissed.
Rock Lee, like they fully like unleash their inner selves and fight and have really cool back and forth. And you actually don't, like, when you're watching it, like, I didn't know, I knew that they fought, I didn't know when who won the fight.
Yeah, so
I
how'd you feel when you saw Rock Lee getting, holy shit, almost killed?
Putting out everything, putting everything he had on the line, and the fact that Gai Sensei was like, I trained him to do this, and he's basically killing himself. Oh my god.
What did you think of the 8 gates technique?
It's
You saw the first 5.
Yeah, it's very interesting that when you open a gate of your chakra, you gain that, like, burst of energy and all that kind of stuff, that benefit. And the fact that Rock Lee got to 5 out of 8 when 8 just kills you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he goes all out, hits Gaara, but Gaara survives the hit and crushes Lee's one of his arms and one of his legs, and was going to kill him if Guy Sensei didn't interfere. And the fact that afterwards one of the doctors says that Lee will never do anything ninja related again.
Yep.
That he is out of the game. When his arm and leg got crushed, they are impossible to repair in such a way that he would be able to be a ninja again.
Yep. So we get that whole fight. Yeah.
So Gaara wins.
Gaara wins. Yeah. And the final fight is Choji, the fat guy, versus the last of the sound ninjas. Sound wins, and we move on to the main fight.
They get 1 month to prepare for the final bracket.
I feel bad for skipping that, but that's kind of what it feels like.
Like Choji is another like really good character.
Choji's a very fun character. It's unfortunate that he doesn't get the chance to show it off much.
Yeah.
Like
But,
at least at this point.
So everybody goes off to do their training. Kakashi is
Training arc.
Naruto goes, Kakashi, you're gonna train me, right? Because
Shut up, bitch!
what are we talking about?
Shut up, bitch!
I'm a student. What the hell are you doing?
Here's the guy that you hate. Who? We skipped that fully, but I don't even care.
That doesn't matter.
Basically, grandson of the Hokage.
The Kokage.
The Kokage. The Hokage's grandson became friends with Naruto because of the fact that Naruto showed that he was better than the guy who was currently training grandson.
Yeah.
And so that trainer comes in and it's like, I can teach you how to control your chakra.
No, you can't.
And it starts off interesting of like, oh, okay, this actually seems like it'd be really fun of like these two growing close. And they go to a spa.
A bathhouse.
A bathhouse. They go to a bathhouse. And while they're there, they're training on how to walk on water. And then they notice an old man peeping in the bathhouse.
On the peeping the women's side.
No, he was peeping on the men's side.
No, he was on the men's side, peeping the women's side.
Yeah. But we get to see Mr. Peeps over there. And
I am one of the great sages.
yeah, just the dude like, how dare you do such a thing? Okay, my frog is going to kill you now.
And as we meet Jiraiya.
Jiraiya, the Toad Sage.
The Toad Sage. But Naruto renames him to the Pervy Sage.
Yeah.
So that's how I remember him.
Yeah, we get to find out also that he's the writer of the books that Kakashi's been reading, the Smut. Kakashi's been reading Smut that entire time, by the way.
Pervy books. 50 Shades of Grey.
How do you feel about the little acknowledgement that, oh yeah, those are Smut that he's been reading?
I'm going to move on from that.
Yeah. It's still so funny. There's a filler clip where it's Naruto wanting to win a year supply of ramen. Or
Yeah.
I think lifetime supply of ramen.
Yeah.
And he bought all these different raffle tickets for it. And he brings them in. And he got the new release for Jiraiya.
His new book.
And so he's like, who would want this? And he chucks it, basically. And Kakashi comes in. And he came way after Naruto. So he goes, oh, I really wanted that.
I wanted it.
He seems so sad. I'm just like, oh, okay. And he just goes home.
But yeah, so now Jiraiya is just Naruto's teacher as Naruto learns, he starts expanding on the idea that he feels like he has two different chakras. He has a blue one and a red one. And Jiraiya's just like, that's interesting. Also, I'm going to teach you how to do your toad, how to summon a toad. You're going to make a contract, and you're going to summon a toad. But you're going to do your toad, you're going to summon the toad with the red. I can't control how to do the red. All right. Throws him off the cliff, and as Naruto's falling.
That episode was nuts, the way that it was like, oh, what do you want to be your final meal? What do you mean by that? Nothing.
Nothing. Is there a girl that you like? Yeah.
Go confess your feelings. Tell her how much you like her. And then make sure it's a good final day. What do you mean by that?
Why do you keep saying that it's my final day? What the hell are you doing? Chucks him off a cliff. Fair enough!
Then Naruto gets to meet the nine-tailed fox.
As he goes into the inner machinations of his mind are an enigma.
Inner machinations of his belly.
As he meets the nine-tailed fox.
Which, yeah, what do you think of the nine-tail?
That had to be one of the... That's another clip that I've seen before, the nine-tailed fox. And I really like this,
it's something that was buried deep within his subconscious, his spirit, his inner world, and here he is able to actually speak to it. And Jinzu, what did you think of Naruto meeting the nine-tailed fox?
Very foreboding.
Very foreboding, and it's absolutely one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in like what I know what it kind of is. It's the Super Saiyan visored hollow release
Oh yeah.
thing that gets like a berserk lose yourself form that Naruto has. This is Naruto's one.
A quick little funny thing for Jinzu, especially when it comes to Nine-Tailed Fox. Jinzu. The voice of the Nine-Tailed Fox's English is also Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts.
Xemnas. I wonder if that even picked up a distant from Jinzu. But so
he's also Leomon in Digimon, like all of Digimon.
Oh, okay. But the Nine-Tailed Fox knows that Naruto can't die, or the demon itself will die. So he allows Naruto to take some chakra from him, so that he's able to survive this encounter. And Naruto finally coming back to reality and falling. This entire time he hasn't been able to summon a proper toad. It's just, what the hell is that? A tadpole? It's not a toad at all!
Oh, here, I found one better for you, Mayhem. Of the voice of the Nine-Tailed is Gother's armor in Seven Deadly Sins when it's the monster.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for bringing up Seven Deadly Sins. Fuck
it's
you.
first season.
Fuck you.
Seven Deadly Sins.
I know.
It's good.
Potential. Wasted.
Back when it was actually really good.
And, so Naruto finally is able to summon a toad. But not just any toad. Gamabuta. The king toad, or whatever his name is.
Chieftain.
Chieftain of the toads. And he's a very talkative toad, as he's just like, huh? How the hell did I get here? Jiraiya! Where the fuck are you? Jiraiya, you bastard! And Naruto basically has to stay on his back the entire time. And when for 24 hours, he stays on his back. And Jiraiya the entire time is just like, I'm not gonna get involved in this at all.
The Nine-Tailed Fox is also that guy from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh my god, with the newscaster guy from Cowboy Bebop. That's amazing.
That's really funny, yeah.
But so Naruto almost does it. Like literally, like as the sun is setting on the 23rd hour, he falls off after staying on Gamabunta for the entire time. I like this kid. And yeah, Gamabunta is just like, fuck it. Even though he didn't complete the task that he set for himself and I totally wasn't a part of it, he's an anime protagonist, so I gotta help him.
It's the last one I have to mention because, like, I saw this and it's just like, you've seen the clip, I've showed it to you before. He plays that Digimon.
I don't know.
It's the Digimon where it's like, imagine, like, why do you guys get the pizza but I get the crust? That stupid speech. There's just that moment of, wait, I'm supposed to be depressed.
You brought up Digimon.
You remember that clip I've shown you before?
No, because it was Digimon, so I forgot it willingly.
Yeah. Well, does it come back to you now?
No, it does not come into me now.
Does it come in you now?
No, it doesn't. But yeah, so Naruto can now summon Gamabunta.
So anyway, Frog.
Frog. They keep switching back and forth whether he's a frog or a toad, but I'm gonna keep calling him a toad.
He's a Frode.
What are you afraid
You're
of?
a Frode, Spider-Man!
Like the one good line from his character from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That was a good line? No! He was still shit. You're a Frode, Spider-Man!
Good as in it's hilariously
Yeah,
bad.
that kind of good.
Yeah.
Good, stupid, yeah.
And so, finally, we get the true bracket. Which, now
So,
it's, with this fight,
we
we'll do the
get
same again, where
Hospital is the last thing of just like Gaara visits a hospital as Naruto went there.
becomes almost a slasher villain, basically.
Yeah, by the way, Shikamaru is now friends with Naruto.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that. Like, I understand, like, it's a bit, like, out of nowhere, out of left field, that Shikamaru is suddenly nice, but it's
okay.
really fun seeing Shikamaru hang out with Naruto.
That's all good.
Yeah.
But
And,
now,
like, they're all friends now. So,
the fight.
the fights, to mention everything that happens, it's very quick. You get Neji versus Naruto.
Which Naruto wins.
Which, by the way, Sound Guy died, so he's not in any match.
Yeah. And
He
there's
was
like
just killed by Gaara, who, at that point, we got to find out the Sand Village is teamed up with Orochimaru to destroy the village.
Yep.
But yeah, Neji versus Naruto was very fun. We get to see Naruto just plows this man. Get to find out the Hyugas suck because Neji's dad was killed because of the fact that they needed somebody to replace
The head.
The whole thing basically there, but it's weird. But
The branch is sacrificed to keep the body alive.
Neji has a swastika on his head.
In manga!
On his head is a swastika.
In manga!
But yeah, we get that fight. It's very cool and at the very end, Naruto wins, and it is revealed by the head of the Hyuga clan that
It was a
the
conscious
head
decision.
did not want his brother to go.
Yeah.
Because he is brothers with Neji's dad. He did not want him to go, but he was clocked out and told, like, no, I'm choosing my own destiny. Still dying for the clan as I'm supposed to.
Dying in a way that I'm supposed to die.
I've rejected destiny and fate by accepting destiny and fate. It's kind of weird, yeah. But we get that, and then we skip Sasuke's fight because he's not here yet.
They kept skipping it.
Next fight, Bug Guy versus Doll Guy. Doll Guy quits, so Bug Guy gets to go on to the next round. And then Shikamaru versus Tamari. And
it's a pretty good, like, equal grounds fight because she has a big fan, but he has shadow powers. But he actually doesn't want to fight because, like, I feel... Like,
very good chess match, essentially.
Yeah,
is
and
the best way to put it.
He has another good sense of his surroundings and is able to like take her body over, but he still gives up and lets her continue on, basically just being like, I don't want to fight, but I'm not gonna roll over for some girl.
Yeah. It was also very funny of him like, maybe I can quit too, and Naruto like, let's go, man, pushes him out. And so finally, we have to go to Sasuke versus Gaara, which took forever to get to. Of just like, man, he's late. Man, he's late. Man, he's late.
But then we get constant shots of Choji shoving chips into his face.
Oh, that was in the Shikamaru fight, which was great. It has one of my favorite just audible jokes of just like he's eating the chips. And it goes on for like a minute.
For like almost 2 minutes.
Almost 2 minutes of it just hovering in the air as he's eating his chips. If you want to know how slow this show is, there you go.
And then you speed it up so it's only half that time.
But yeah, we get that, and finally Sasuke shows up with Kakashi. And
big reveal!
He's got longer hair.
But then shorter hair, then longer hair, then shorter hair.
Some assassins are sent after Gaara to try to stop the match, essentially, so that Guy can earn some money. And those assassins get eaten by Gaara.
And kills them, yes.
And so Gaara goes off to fight Sasuke. Sasuke is copying Rock Lee's moves, which is very cool.
Yeah, he does this really cool imitation sort of fighting, where he builds off of the last person that he saw fight and lost to.
Fair enough, Sharingan.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to see that whole thing, which is very cool. And Sasuke starts having some trouble when Gaara puts up this massive shield essentially around himself, big old ball, and Sasuke, every time he gets close to it, he gets stabbed. So he runs off, starts running at max speed until eventually he unlocks a new move, which is this screaming bird noise.
It's like 1,000 eagles doing that.
Lightning blade. It's a lightning blade on his arm, essentially, called Shidori. And so he uses that ability, he runs at Gaara, and stabs through the shield, and it pauses for a moment as Gaara looks down, feels something wet, and has...
Blood! I feel blood!
Oh yeah, no, I love that scream. It's just like, blood! My blood! It's just like, Jesus Christ.
The voice acting, very good.
Yeah, voice acting was great in that scene. And so, it traumatized many children. It was great.
Yeah. It's one of the first times that we hear an animated character reference blood.
Not just that, it was one of the first times watching an anime where you went, oh my god, okay.
These children are going to war.
Yeah, dude, even funnier, it was on the Disney XD of the time. So imagine watching, like, Disney XD, essentially, and then out of nowhere, you hear the scream of blood.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
And you're, like, 7 years old. Yeah. But that happens, and it's like, okay, who's going to win this fight? No one wins it right now, because Gara shows off his monster, the monster that's inside of him, which, that might be interesting. And finally, we get the plan of the Sand Village in Orochimaru goes through, and everybody goes to sleep except for a select few who push it off them, and then the Hokage is blown up. Cliffhanger
ending. Bah! That had
is
to
the
be
story of Naruto.
of seeing all of, like, now that we're at the end of it, we have 60 episodes of Naruto, 60 episodes of One Piece, 60 episodes of Bleach. But we're at this end, this area of the first 60 episodes of each of the big three. I gotta say, Naruto probably has I am the most in this early.
Yeah.
Naruto got me in, this hook for Naruto got me in earlier than Bleach and earlier than One Piece.
Yeah. I will say for me, when it comes to this, a lot of the characters are very early really good. Like, there are some here and there where it's like bad, and then good. Like, that's how it felt. Like I hate to say that, but it's kind of true.
It's always uneven about how many good characters or how many bad characters there are in like a group of
it's
characters.
Like, if you had to grade them on a scale of 3, essentially, of like, there's a lot of characters where it's like bad, good, or good, bad kind of thing. Or good, bad, good kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean, basically.
Not everybody is good.
1 or 2/3 is usually pretty bad. Versus
Intriguing.
a rare few number of characters where all 3/3 are good.
Yeah.
Like Rock Lee, great. Gara, great. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sasuke's usual edgelord, stuff like that. If I had to pick my favorite character from this arc alone, it's Rock Lee and Might Guy. Like, those two are such fun characters to have around that it kills it. Hell yeah.
I will say that Gaara's pretty close up there for me.
Yeah, no, dude, the number of times I've heard you talk about Gara, he's your favorite. I can see it. Yeah.
Because, like, when they make a good villain character, it gets very
Jinzu, who was your favorite character from the first 60 episodes?
In the early stages.
Like, early stage of Naruto, who was your favorite?
Kakashi.
Very nice. All right.
Any final thoughts, you guys?
Mine is I am willing to watch more. This is the fact that going from the other of the big three to this one, it's like I am willing to watch more compared to the others where it was kind of hard to keep going. But with Naruto, I want to see more. I want to see what the fuck is happening.
Yep.
I want to see when Gamabuta's not on screen. Everybody should be asking, "Where's Gamabuta?"
Yep. I feel we've basically given our full thoughts. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, any thought with you?
My question, in which I gotta do, is like it's the early enough so I can ask this one with taijutsu, ninjutsu, and genjutsu. Physical
Taijutsu.
Yeah, yours.
I'm answering right now.
Taijutsu.
If I had the chance to just beat the shit out of you right now, I would go for it.
All right.
It's not because I'm angry with you. It's just because I have the ability.
Just because I can. Jinzu, which of the jutsus would you want?
Which jutsu kind of thing?
Well, this nerd stole my fucking combat sport, so I'm gonna go with Genjutsu.
Yeah. I like how Genjutsu is very much reminiscent of the same, like, kind of sort of thing with Nen in Hunter x Hunter. And I like that. But it is good to have, like, the other ones also.
So, yeah,
that they're just combat styles and all that kind of stuff. But
now, both me and Jinzu can beat the shit out of you.
Ah!
I'll just beat the shit out of you normal. He'll copy my beating the shit out of you.
Wow, no, I just kill you. Just the distant Jinsu. Fuck you.
Yeah, so what is next? Well, let's finish up Naruto original.
We got more Naruto. How many more episodes is it?
It's essentially around the same number. 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you like it, subscribe for more. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
How can I tease you with an ending?
Fishnet's return?
106. 106 centimeters.
Wow. That's like half.
Mayhem 106.
That's like 7 hamburgers, right?
Is that how you calculate your titties?
Is that not how we... You don't?
Man, you really are an American.
Woo!
If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.